Hello, I'm Shane Simmons.
And I'm Ashley Van Skyok.
And this is Cougar News.
Cougar News is IUK's first video news team. We'll be bringing you campus and local news events throughout the IUK school year. In this edition of Cougar News, we will be broadcasting about Black Friday sales, Professor Greg Steele, and head coach Jace Thompson.
Recently, Corey West and I had the opportunity to go out on Black Friday and interview customers who had been waiting in line for several hours.
This is Shane Simmons reporting live from Cougar News. It is about 8 o'clock. Sears will be opening any time now. There is a line that wraps all the way around the building, and we have cars driving everywhere. People have been blaring Christmas music, yelling obscene things, so it's getting real hectic out here tonight. We're hoping everybody stays safe, but Cougar News is here to bring you all the interviews that you need to stay up to date with Black Friday.
Hi guys, my name is Elizabeth. I've worked in retail for about 5.5 years now, and I've worked my way up to be a store manager. I am excited about fourth quarter. I love the hustle and bustle in my store. I'm excited to work together as a team and be very successful through the holiday season. I will be here personally as the store manager. I will be here an hour before we open, and I will start my day off by making sure that the store is lights are on and operationally functioning, and then I'll go work the line. I'm the one. I'm the probably the most talkative and outgoing person in the building. I don't think there's anybody more outgoing here than me. So I'm excited to get out there and see how long the people have been waiting and what they're there for. Pass out tickets, pass out flyers, and maybe some refreshments, that kind of thing, just to keep them. We appreciate their business. I want them to come and stand in a line in my door.
I have witnessed a trampoline as a shopper, not as a worker. It was a few years ago, but last year with my company, we had enough security personnel to prevent a bottleneck effect that would cause that type of trampoline.
How long have you guys been waiting in line for here at Best Buy?
Since Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Now, have you had people helping you out, bringing you food and that kind of thing? I know you've got...
I've been the runner.
Okay, we have a runner. I know we have a tent set up. How's it been? Has anybody been bothering you out here since Tuesday, or has it been, you guys been left alone pretty much?
People didn't start coming in until about today. Just us right here came in the first day.
How long have you been waiting in line for?
I just got here a little bit ago, so probably 15 minutes.
And Landon, what are you waiting in line for here at Best Buy?
I'm after Toshiba 40-inch.
The Toshiba 40-inch is what he's waiting in line for.
TV.
What kind of deal they got going on that tonight?
$179.99.
Wow, that's a crazy deal. Okay, we are standing outside of Best Buy. This is a fellow IU Kokomo student, Victoria, here. Now, Victoria, what are you waiting in line for tonight?
We're waiting for one of two TVs. We're not sure which one's going to be left when we get to it, but either one we're happy with, so.
And could you give any advice to anybody who, have you done Black Fridays before?
No, this is my first one.
Oh, wow. First time Black Friday. So, has anyone given you any advice, or have you taking notes on what not to do on Black Friday?
Don't bring the wrong things. You have to bring, layers, dress warm, bring layers and blanket, and bring an umbrella because I hear it's supposed to rain tonight.
All right, you heard it. It may start raining tonight, and it's not just going to be raining good deals.
Wow, Black Friday. You either love it or you hate it.
I know. We should give credit to those people that are involved in that crazy, hectic environment.
Most definitely.
New media communications professor Greg Steele didn't have to deal with those crazy and hectic environment of anxious people. But however, he plays a vital role in the education at IUK. He has been named one of the most favorite professors by several students. He continues to educate people in a very creative manner. For instance, it can go from an avatar class to just a regular lecture. Greg Steele's goal is to continue to help students learn.
In this segment of IUK Cougar News, Sam and I are going to help you find out a little more about one of our professors, Greg Steele.
We sat down with Greg and asked him a few questions in order to find out a little bit more about one of the people that make IUK so great.
My name is Gregory Steele. I'm an assistant professor of fine arts and new media communications. I've been here since 2005. I did my undergrad, well actually I started going to college after I got out of the Marine Corps. I went to a community college in Michigan called Macomb Community College for a few years. And then I transferred to College for Creative Studies in Detroit. I got my BFA there. And a year later, I went to the University of Michigan and did my master's work there. And right now I'm working on a PhD with the Institute for Doctoral Studies in the Visual Arts. Right before here, I was a lecturer and a gallery director at the University of Michigan. Before that, I did some adjunct teaching around, and before that, I worked for General Motors and EDS for about 25 years. There's always crazy things going on. Education is like that. There's always something, happening. I couldn't really identify any one thing, but the idea that there's always some sort of interesting activities going on. For instance, what the Cougar News, right, is kind of a new, interesting thing. Some students have taken it upon themselves to say, hey, let's do this, right? Which is great. I mean, that's what as teachers we really want to have happen. We want you to take this stuff that we're presenting to you and you taking it and running with it. And those are the kinds of interesting things that happen all the time. I work all the time. So when I'm not here, I'm doing my own work, which is either artistic research or research, academic research. I haven't been fishing in about 8 years. I do like to fish occasionally, but I haven't been fishing. I really enjoy the work. I mean, it's really something that it's not work to me. It's what I would do whether I had money involved or not. So, for other people, they would say you're just working, but I mean that's what I like doing. So that's what I do. Well, I think working with students, seeing how people's lives can sort of evolve and change and how they can become, what they want to become. I think that's the thing that that's difficult to package. Again, it's not just people graduating, it's watching people evolve to become the kind of people that they want to become in their lives and seeing them grow into that. I think that for me, that's the most important part of teaching anywhere.
Tune into the next edition of Cougar News at IUK when we profile another one of our professors. For Cougar News at IUK, I'm Samantha Tiki.
And I'm Alexis Nash.
With the IUK basketball season now in full swing, December brings a long stretch of home games for the Cougar basketball team. Our sports reporter, Corson Steiner, had the chance to sit down with Jace Thompson and ask him about his team and what he enjoys most about coaching.
Growing up, basketball was a love of mine, and grew up as a coach's son, and my dad coached high school assistant / junior high and ball growing up, and so I just kind of fell in love with the game and had a chance to play it. And I guess really what made me go into coaching, I had experiences at Culver Military Academy during the summertime, working as a youth camp counselor, and I just liked working with kids in that aspect, and so I decided to go back into coaching, and so after graduation went back for a sport administration degree and kind of got into coaching that way. Started at the high school level, coached at a couple different high schools, and then got my first college job at the University of Rio Grande, and kind of came up through the program that way. We've gotten off to a good start. Most people look at our record and probably say, they probably thought we've dropped a couple games, but they have to understand too, it's going on the road is a very hard thing to do. And when you go 8 straight games on the road, we haven't had a single week yet where we had 2 practices back to back until this previous week. So that's hard to do with a new group. With this many new kids on a team, to be able to have continuity, we need more practice time. So that's been a little bit of a struggle here at the beginning. But to be able to go on the road and be 3-5 coming out of it, the University of Indianapolis loss last night was an exhibition game. It doesn't go on a record, so technically we're 3-6, but 3-5 by the official record count. I think we proved last night how far we've come. That was a top 25 D2 squad in one of the best conferences in the nation. And to be able to go down there to their place and be down by single digits throughout the entire first half and really work into it. Second half came one of our weaknesses, depth right now. We don't have we're not very deep at any one particular position. So we have to get to the point where we can have a little bit more depth. Absolutely. This is not a slam on last year's team, but there's no comparisons between this year's team and last year's team. Last year's team, we got very little prep time, and the guys basically went out in the court and outworked other teams. If we got wins last year, it was because we outworked them. This year's team, we have game plans going into it, and they've been executing more efficiently every single game. And so, we got height this year. We've got shooters. We've got a point guard that's one of the best freshman point guards you could possibly ask for. We got Riami Northington, who's going to be our junior point guard. You guys will see him for the first time next Tuesday. He was out this whole first part of the season with a shoulder injury, and now he gets to come back, and we'll be a little bit deeper at that position starting next Tuesday. And so that's one more thing to look forward to. I pretty much live for coaching and basketball, and huge Notre Dame football fan. Right now I've got a lot of supporters in that, I'm sure. And, but other than that, it really comes down to coaching and basketball. I love spending my time up on the lake in the summertime up at Culver and working with the youth up there and golfing and pretty plain and simple stuff.
Great job, Corson, on that sports story.
So Shane, are you going to the homecoming game?
I will be at the homecoming game, Ashley. I'm going to be loud and proud and supporting the Cougars.
Well, everyone grab your tickets.
And that's going to do it for us here at Cougar News.
From all of us here at Cougar News, we'll see you in January.
Hello, I'm Shane Simmons.
And I'm Corey West.
And we are the co-presidents of Cougar News at IUK.
We would like to take this time to thank all of you involved in making this possible.
I would like to especially thank Samantha Tiki and Alexis Nash, our in-the-field reporters, Corson Steiner, our sports reporter, Anthony Rentz, who is the video guru, and a special thanks to Greg Steele for being the faculty advisor, because without him, none of this would be possible.
And don't forget to like us on our Facebook page, Cougar News at IUK.
We'll see you around, Cougar Crazies.